I know this might be a hard post to read. It's dark, a little messy, and extremely personal, but I need to get this out. Maybe just to breathe. Maybe to make sense of the chaos that is my life right now. Or maybe because I need to hear that I'm not insane. I'm 36. I have terminal cancer, the kind that doesn't respond anymore, the kind where your oncologist stops offering hopeful metaphors and starts handing you pamphlets with soft fonts and phrases like end of life care. I've got about a year or two left, max. That's what they say anyway. And before you say, don't give up or miracles happen, don't. I've already gone through denial, anger, bargaining, you name it. I've landed on acceptance, and honestly, it's not as bleak as you'd think. I've had a beautiful life, not perfect, not even close, but beautiful in all the ways that count. I've known love, I've had kids, I've laughed until I cried, and I've learned how strong I can be when life rips you open and dares you to keep standing. But there's one thing I want before I go. I want to marry my ex-husband. Let me explain, because I know that sounds ridiculous on the surface, maybe even dramatic, but this isn't some impulsive I'm dying, so let's YOLO decision. This has been a long time coming, years actually. We met when we were teenagers. He was the quiet one, stoic, calculated, future-focused. I was the opposite, loud, chaotic, ruled by my heart, but we balanced each other. We fell hard, married right out of high school, and somehow survived the college years together. We built a life from scratch. We had our first two kids, our son, now 12, and daughter, 11. Everything looked great on paper. Then real life showed up like a wrecking ball. He started working crazy hours at a high-pressure finance job. I became the default parent. School drop-offs, sick days, grocery runs, everything. I tried to keep the family afloat, but inside, I was drowning. We stopped communicating. We stopped laughing. We became passing ships in the same house. By the time our daughter was 3, we were barely making eye contact, not because of hate, but exhaustion, emotional and physical. We sat down one night, looked each other in the eyes, and just gave up. That was the hardest part, that we didn't even fight for it at the end. We divorced quietly. No cheating, no drama, just two people who let the world grind them down. For the next 2 years, we co-parented. We kept it civil. He was always there for the kids. He never missed birthdays or school plays. But we didn't talk unless it was about pickups or schedules. Then I got sick. Stage 2 cancer, the kind that punches you in the gut and rewrites your entire world in one sentence. Suddenly, he started showing up more. Not just for the kids, for me. He started cooking meals and dropping them off. Then he started staying a little longer to see how I was feeling. Then he was sitting with me during chemo appointments, holding my hand when I couldn't stop shaking. I kept waiting for him to pull away, for this to just be some residual guilt, but he didn't. He stayed. He asked questions about my treatment. He took time off work. He rearranged his life. And somewhere in that awful, terrifying, humbling season of sickness, we found our way back to each other. It was never about getting back together at first. It was about survival, support. But love crept back in through the cracks. He knew my worst moments, the vomiting, the bald head, the breakdowns, and he loved me anyway, and I loved him for it. I went into remission at 31. That year felt like a rebirth. We weren't married again, but we were a family, fully, beautifully, messily together. We had another child, a surprise baby boy, when I was 32. Our little miracle, the glue that pulled all our broken pieces together. We thought we had time. We didn't. At 34, the cancer came back, harder, smarter, meaner, and this time it brought friends. Stage 4, metastatic, terminal. So, here we are. And now I want to remarry him. Not for a white dress or a party, not for social media posts or sentimental reasons, but because I want him to be my legal next of kin. I want him to be the one making medical decisions when I can't speak. I want him to be able to stand next to me in a hospital room and not have to fight through red tape to be seen as real. I want my obituary to say, survived by her husband, not longtime partner. I want him to get my Social Security benefits because he's going to raise our 3 kids alone, and he'll need all the help he can get. I want our love to be official one more time before I go. He wants this too. We've cried about it, talked through every angle. He's all in. But my sister, she's furious. She called me manipulative, said I was using my illness to trap him out of guilt, like I was orchestrating some tragic love story just to go out with a bow on it. She told me that if I had really loved him, I would have never divorced him in the first place, that remarrying now is a mockery of marriage, that I'm disrespecting the vows by playing house on the way out. She even said, and I'll never forget this, that I probably got back with him the first time just to secure a caretaker and a check. That one cut deep. She refuses to come to the wedding. She won't speak to him either, says he's a fool for going along with this fantasy. But this isn't a fantasy. It's my reality, my final chapters. So now I'm asking, is it really so wrong to want to leave this world as a wife again? To want the man I've loved for over half my life to be recognized, legally, emotionally, spiritually, as the one I chose until the very end? Or am I just trying to put a bow on a life that's unraveling?